Hello, Day 6, Exegis, the Real Life Project, March 2020. Yep, and I am a free being of light, and I am here as Jesus, extending the modern version. 7 days since the beginning, thus yesterday, which was a week before Good Friday, April, and they are claiming April 10th as some form of Great Friday. Meanwhile, we have this conditionality of a worldwide lockdown with a virus and a EMR 5G radiation field that's being employed and directed and making for this kind of last days Armageddon ideology. And I'm just reporting the real news and the real being. Yes, exegesis is a word like exodus, meaning the exodus of the Jewish people from the Holy Land, or to the Holy Land, from the Egyptian, Middle Eastern conditionality that existed. And, okay, this is a biblical history, supposed and probable, of some form, and we, being the descendants of the same legacy in the modern times, have not at all identified the real cause, effect, and the real viral infusion of mankind, genetic DNA manipulation originally, and now currently being, I'll call it epigenetically activated. We have genes, DNA, and these are programmed in humanity. It probably is a reptilian-alien hybrid that created humanity, and other terms we might use in the general specifics are unimportant. The literal viewpoints really don't make sense, and at the same time, here we are in a situation of control, economics, media, medical, freedom of movement, social, cultural, genetic, racial, interpersonal, all of the above, scientific, religious, and busyness that's been going on and is to some extent natural for humankind. However, this revelation or genesis, evolution, so to speak, needs to be not understood so much as been made aware of in the first level of real awareness in humankind. I'd just like to conclude with a little bit about the lockdown and the situation being created. You notice that almost all the businesses are shut down, except for primary services and food delivery systems, and the media technology, all of which are controlled by the Corp Cops 7 nations, if you will, of business. And without doing names and trumpeting about this, I'm pointing out to the meaning of Exegis, which is release from all the old past traditions, religions, economics, theories, psychologies, beliefs, universal, personal, worldly, cultural, etc., them not being denigrating, not being disrespectful, only naturally seeing this present now here and this life realness today, in the true reality life is. Okay, the exegesis would be the freedom or the journey beyond them. And to be aware is the first step. The second step is recognition. And this is the purposeful actualization of individualness and independence, cooperative interdependence, if you will, and release of the personal, literal self and its own opinions and attitudes and viewpoints to become part of this all-isness. That is what the Christ cry is, it, word really means to be aware of the isness of all life. Everything is itself. we are ourselves, and none of the social, institutional, governmental, religious biases, preferences, prejudices, or interests, even games, fun, and play, or anything else that we might want to do or live with personally. It's all okay. However, it is not the isness, and nothing or no individual ever could be. Jesus knew this. He wasn't interested in his personal aggrandizement, and he let himself be crucified, if you will, in whatever form it happened, and his people's, in whatever way that happened, because he was demonstrating what was going on. At the same time, it's not necessarily the way to do that, or the only way. So, the Exegis and the 7 days of this, we'll call it resurrection, is to point out the real and the is, and have this not as a definition of rule, law, or principle, but it's total awareness and true reality. Okay, this is part 1. On Exegis day 6, we're counting down now, here in April, 7 days, and the Easter Sunday arriving symbolically will be used by the so-called counterculture, that is not the revolutionaries or the rebels, but the social, political, religious leadership in power. That is, using power and control, manipulation to suggest they are the authority and should be obeyed without question, and toe the line the rest of this viewpoint of being a good patriotic, loyal, codependent, and dependable citizen, if you will, nationalist, American, or otherwise, any other country included. Okay. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, etc. This being another one of those principles passed down in the obedience model, to not look within, or to, let's call it critical thinking, depths, to being truly aware and recognizing the true reality life is.